What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Devil's Advocate. I was going to watch this video from Pink Book Lessons, right? Her, I guess a segment. She did I guess she's doing a video on, I guess, a segment of the really hot, right? The really viral Katt Williams interview. Okay, so I'm going to watch it. So I figured, why not react to it on video? So why not? Sorry, turn on the lights. So I'm going to react to it, and let's see. I was going to check it out anyway, so I figured I might as well record it.
I'm so happy for her though, because
that's what it do.
That's baby, I tear up thinking about the break that she got, and to see her do her thing.
She passed 46 female black comedians that I know personally, that I put on tour, who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why they like her. Is that what
they like?
They love real.
Because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No, they like
wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound of my voice.
Real.
Do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is, I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't. And then now we're at Brad Pitt. So, hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that.
Man, what you got against Wanda Sykes? You think I don't remember that?
Sir, Wanda Sykes and Wanda Smith are 2 separate people.
I mean, Wanda Smith.
And I had only said one name, sir.
Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes
is
amazing. I love Wanda.
And I agree.
I love Wanda. That's my girl.
But
you came on there with seemingly good intentions, and she attacked you.
It wasn't just that part. It was the fact that before I go in there, she has a conversation about, okay, now, I just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right. Okay.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line I got a call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there.
You did,
but I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you?
You did a number on it, though.
Hey.
You did a number on it. That's legendary.
No, you either believe in karma or you don't.
Katt Williams brought the new year in, running these comedians down with nothing but the truth. So much so, I'm sure his legs are tired from all this business he's been standing on. Katt said he will tell a joke, but he'll never tell a fat Faison lie.
Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just caught it straight.
I was wondering the same thing, like, golly, what Faison did? But all I can say is nobody was safe. According to Katt Williams, Kevin Hart is an industry plant. Steve Harvey is untalented and was extremely jealous of Bernie Mac. He said,
I really dislike Steve Harvey. He is like, how he would, I think he would do anything for a dime. I really dislike him. He's a pander. He's a big pander bear. Ugh.
That said the entertainer was also untalented and stole one of Katt Williams' best jokes. He said Ricky Smiley was a liar for saying that he was the one who was supposed to have that pimp role that Katt Williams played in Friday After Next. Harvey Weinstein tried to get with him, and Diddy always wanted to party.
Really?
Looks like comedian Michael Blackson is still in his feelings after Katt told him to stop using a fake African accent and told him that he was not the African king of comedy because there are comedians in Africa. Katt said he gave him a lot of advice while also ranking on him and said that Michael actually implemented a lot of his advice. But Michael is still upset. He hopped in the shade room and blamed it on Shannon. Michael Blackson wrote, "Shannon Sharpe loves drama, LOL. He's to blame for all of this." And now I'll disagree on that part. Shannon really had nothing to do with Katt Williams saying what he said. Katt Williams came out the gate swinging. It's like he was prepared to talk about everything that he talked about, even without Shannon asking him a question. So no, this wasn't Shannon at all. This was definitely Katt Williams. He said all of this, and
I definitely think it was Shannon letting Katt Williams just go off. Like, whatever tangent, whatever things he want to talk about. He wasn't really even, I think he'd come to a couple words and just let him go. So I guess it was barely an interview, but it was like, it definitely went viral.
now the comedy world is on fire. One person Shannon did bring up was Wanda.
Man, what you got against Wanda Sykes? You think I don't remember that?
Sir, Wanda Sykes and Wanda Smith are two separate people.
I mean, Wanda Smith.
And I had only said one name, sir.
Wanda Sykes
I'm
is amazing. I love Wanda.
And I agree.
I love Wanda. That's my girl.
Shannon said Wanda Sykes, but he got the Wandas mixed up. It was Wanda Smith Shannon was referring to, the fake comedian who tried to go toe-to-toe with Katt Williams and instantly regretted it.
I didn't even know she was a comedian. I didn't even know she was a comedian. I thought she was just... I seen the clip, right, where her and Katt was like going back and forth, right? And she was foul for it.
Is he crazy? And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was...
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
What's here?
While you on air.
Yeah, that Wanda. Katt explained why he roasted Wanda, and all these years later, he's still standing on business. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Fake people are everywhere. You have a ton of imposters, especially in cities like LA, Miami, Atlanta, and now you can probably add Houston to the list. And when you're talking about celebrity culture, famous people, from Hollywood to the modern day influencer, yes, these imposters are all over the place. Well, Katt Williams ran into one some years ago when he went to a radio station in Atlanta for an interview. He encountered radio morning show host Wanda Smith, and for years, Wanda was positioned as a comedian from Miami who moved to Atlanta and made it big. She would host a lot of comedy events in Atlanta. You know, she was supposed to be the funny woman. Here's the problem. Wanda wasn't funny, and that morning she tried to go against Katt Williams. She ruined her life.
Get on out of here with that crazy. Is he crazy? And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was...
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
What's here?
While you on air. So they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry. Ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Red Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
And make sure
that wig and that headphones come together.
All that clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She said, Versace. I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had to open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, happy
whatever store is for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right.
How many kids you got, Wanda?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Hmm?
Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows she.
I'm what?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli. And tell me does it say
to make broccoli?
Shut up.
That's the only step in broccoli. Water.
Simmer.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli? You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from it? What I do with corn.
Whatever.
I like to dig it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarain's. They don't expect that. I sprinkle Zatarain's on my
I'm a great cook. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right, true.
Tomorrow, be there.
At the end of the day, Wanda exposed herself by trying to roast a roaster. Horrible idea. So she took a big L that morning. Unfortunately for her, the interaction went viral, and instead of wobbling home to her nice Buckhead residence, Wanda chose violence, and the Dade County hood rat came out of her. Wanda and her husband should still be locked up for this, but it happened in an area where these heathens are allowed to do whatever. Katt Williams showed up to the comedy club. Wanda, who often hosted these events, put her husband and her son on Katt Williams. Her husband chased Katt Williams out of the comedy club and into the nearby food depot. That's the grocery store. According to Katt, Wanda's husband pointed a gun at him.
What?
Yeah, so you had Wanda running her mouth on the radio, acting like a comedian, trying to take up for Tiffany Haddish, because at this time, Tiffany couldn't do any wrong, and Tiffany's audience was going to ride with her no matter what. Just a couple of years.
I did not know that. I don't know if it's true or not, but it is insane. Being a comedian, you can't take what you dish out. Right? Like, resorting to violence is ridiculous.
Ago, they did not want to acknowledge that Tiffany wasn't funny. All she had to do was come on stage yelling and hit the nay-nay, and her core audience of black women thought this was hilarious. So Wanda tried to go back and forth with Katt Williams.
I'll probably be called sexist, but I find very few women funny. To be honest, I can't even think of a comedian that I've laughed at or that they've had a joke or whatever that was funny to me. It's just, I don't know. Their jokes, their types of jokes just don't hit with me. So, I don't know.
Her feelings hurt, and when she was exposed for being an untalented, unfunny comedian herself, she went and put her pit bull on Katt. And I have to say it, her husband was the biggest idiot here. Pulling out a gun on Katt was just crazy. All of this, by the way, led to Wanda being dismissed from the radio station. Wanda ruined her comfortable Buckhead lifestyle trying to roast Katt Williams, and Shannon questioned Katt about this and had the nerve to ask why he did a woman like that when Wanda did this to herself.
So that is true.
That it was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. I end jokes with a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand, I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's 2 comedians, what do you mean? And the world was okay with it because it was me. Had that happened to anyone else, the world went crazy when Will smacked Chris. This is a person pulling a whole gun on a comedian in the confines of their job. Yeah, it's
But how hard? Because you have to understand, she is a female, and so you have to be careful. You have to handle her with kid gloves.
sir. You want to go ahead and take that out? You don't want to be against equality, do you?
No.
What you just said was
That's
very unequal, sir.
yes, unbelievable. This is what I'm saying, right? The hypocrisy, because like the Shannon did I don't know, he did this, he did his reaction with Ocho on about Simone Biles crap, and it's like these men is like, I get it, right? This is their money, so it is hard for these men to really truly speak their mind, right? Because they gotta walk a fine line, because like he was saying, you gotta handle women or all these special groups with kids' gloves, or else, you know, you'll get canceled, right? And it's like, that's unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. That, you know, that's honestly why I love comedians like, let's say, Dave Chappelle, because you can't cancel him. You can't, because he doesn't care. There's nothing, like, he's not tied to anything, right? He makes his money through stand-up. There's no one's gonna, like, what are they gonna cancel? His show? He doesn't have one anymore. What are they gonna, like, there's nothing to cancel, really, okay? Because if he's funny, people love him, fine. That's why I love people like that. And you know what? I think Katt Williams, I don't watch a whole lot of his stand-up, but I know he's funny, and definitely this interview was amazing.
Bruh, but
I think maybe you've had enough of this. Because I think I just heard you say that women are not equal and should be treated unequally.
They want to be treated.
You mean
equal.
as a comedian?
No. They want. Listen, you understand, and I understand.
Yeah.
In certain situations, they want to be treated equal. Not all situations.
And
that's insanity.
What part of what you saw her get?
Oh, she deserved everything you gave her.
What part would have been different if she was a man? It would have just been more vicious.
Yeah, that's my point.
I took all the vicious and venom away because I didn't have any. Plus, I understood. I'm not trying to offend black women with short hair. I'm not trying to offend heavyset women. I'm not trying to upset fellow comedians. I'm not trying to do any of that, and I am qualified to be able to do none of that and still eviscerate you, because I'm smart enough to know that I need to say that you have gnarled fingers, because I know your limited education means you don't know what the word means. So you can't possibly respond to it. You're not sure of the meaning. And I'm going to continue hitting you because this is what comedians do.
Right.
You've been masquerading that you're a comedian too, and that's the fallacy.
Exactly. It wasn't about Wanda being a woman. She tried to go toe-to-toe with Katt and failed miserably. She was supposed to be a comedian. Wanda and her husband are both morons for this. When Wanda tried to come to him with all that mess, he should have put her in her place then. Now their biggest income is gone because Wanda lost her job. She got so mad at Katt that she sent her husband after him. Word is she was also trying to put her son on Katt Williams too. That right there tells you a lot.
You know, that's something too, right? Why I really can't get with a lot of women comedians, because they're too emotional. I don't even like when it's not like saying you should be logic, but it's like, are they really funny? It's just like I feel like they're just catering to emotion, which is, you know, a lot of their crowd, which is women. Are they really funny, right? Talking about relatable things, right? Which is relatable to women, but that doesn't necessarily make them funny, right? Because they are able to relate to women. That's it. So that's why I don't, you know.
She was willing to sacrifice the freedom of the men in her life, not because she really needed protection from a real threat, but because she wanted them to protect her.
He would just Pink Book just said, right? Sacrifice the freedom of the men in her life. No one really talks about it. Not many people, right? Not many people really talks about what really makes women dangerous. Their influences on men. I guarantee you, a lot of men in prison or in the grave is because the influences of women, where women tell them, "Oh, this man did something to me, get him. This man insulted me, get him. This man tried to attack me, get him." All this stuff, right? Or I hate this man, get him. And then they do it. One, they either get killed or they go to prison. Is that love, or you're just sicking your guard dog on people? And no one really talks about that. And that's one of the biggest dangers, right? Is the manipulation, okay? And I think that's foul, absolutely foul.
Feelings ruined her whole career behind this. The police got involved. It was a horrible look, so the radio station had to get rid of her. Up there putting her pit bulls on Katt Williams, and now look. Then she's so untalented, so she had no other place to go. Plus, she's too old for an Atlanta Falcons defense contract. So yeah, that's the story of how Wanda Smith had it all and completely sabotaged her whole career, all because she got in her feelings, and her weak-minded pit bull husband allowed his wife to almost have him locked up in a cage at the Georgia Department of Corrections for 20 years or better. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started.
That's what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's great that Pink Book was mentioning it, but no one really talks about that. This is the thing where I've said it in my Simone Biles reaction. You might not think this action, right? Where these type of women, I'm not saying all women, okay? But these women who don't understand, you're not protecting your man, okay? This is the protection that women don't even think about. Because if you are sicking your man on another man, you don't understand the repercussions of it. One, he could get killed. Two, he could go to jail. Where's the thing where you are protecting him? I mean, I'm not saying that men will do it, because men do, right? Men would go protect their woman, right? But then, do you think that you're protecting him? You're not. You're not protecting him, because you are putting him in now danger. Needless danger, actually, right? Because, let's say this, right? A lot of these situations that they were just joking. Okay? In this situation, right? They were just roasting each other. She couldn't take it. Okay, whatever. She would still have a job. Her life would still go on. But she got in her emotions. She couldn't take it. So, in a needless situation, she sicked her husband on this man. And now, I mean, great that, it was Katt Williams. Imagine it was another man who don't take who don't take that shit lightly, right? He could have shoot back. All right? Or he could have pressed charges and got him arrested. So where's your protection for your man? Right? Imagine this, if it was her son too. Where's the protection for your son? You're using your any man in your life as a weapon. That's the thing where no one really talks about, or people don't barely talk about that enough. That's the thing. Because we never understand. We always talk about men manipulate women. Men manipulate women. Okay, we have enough of that, in social media, right? Online. That's why no one really talks about the opposite side. The other side where there are a lot of women manipulating men. Right? And in this kind of situation, right? This is how women manipulate men. Sicking men on other men. Needlessly, okay? She wasn't being attacked, okay? And there's plenty of situations like that where, let's say, getting catcalled or, whatever, right? Something, I'm not saying it's not great, but it's not worth your partner or your child potentially getting killed or getting in a case. It's not worth it. So that's why, I mean, I'm glad, you know, Pink Book talks about it a little bit, but we don't have enough people really bringing it up, because sometimes we don't even think about it. We really don't think about it because we constantly bring over, reiterate more and more of the terrible things men do constantly, right? People always say, "Oh, why don't you talk about men? Why don't you hold men accountable?" The world does it. The world does it, right? Everyone, from men to women, hold men accountable online, in real world, constantly. I mean, it's like you can look it around in your life. The world holds men accountable. Sadly, there's not the same goes towards women. Because I guess women are kids' glove, right? They're protected. And it's like, no. This is the thing where, no, protecting what? It's equality, right? You want to fight for equality so much? No. You're going to be equally held accountable. Just like men. So, it's this thing. That's why I do the things I do. You know, I want to, at least my voice, hold women accountable. Doesn't negate that the world, and I do it too, right? Sometimes I would say things, I will hold men accountable. But, again, I want to be the opposite, right? No one really holds women accountable. So, I'm going to, although my small platform, I'll still do what I'm doing, right? Because I'm doing this for fun. It's for fun. It's like a hobby or just a thing to do. But, I don't know. What do you guys think?